Hello my friends, welcome back to How to Kill a Kit with Style. And if you remember, I'm doing Janet's series, the 4for4 series at RTS Scrapbooking. So also, I told you before that I'm using the Heidi Swap Wolf Pack collection for the majority of this kit. So this is the pattern paper I'm using, and it's just a bunch of explore kind of words like you can see. And then let's see, it's supposed to be a 3-photo layout. That's not happening. And then let's see, we're supposed to pull a 12 by 12 cardstock or background paper. Then we're supposed to pull our number 1 pattern, which is 1.5 inch by 12, which is this little bit of trees here. And my papers are single-sided, so if that doesn't work for me, I can just go ahead and flip it over. Next, I have a 7 by 12 pattern. This is my number 3 pattern. And then finally, I have a 1/2 inch by 12, which is my number 4 pattern. And the photo I am using is this one right here of my son, the one that's right here, and his buddies that were in the Upper Peninsula, apparently in front of a store called Bear Trap. So it seems applicable for an explore, wander, outdoorsy, woodsy kind of kit. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward the next bits, and I'll voice over, and we'll see where this takes us. Okay. So I'm going to just go ahead and back my photo to start with this paper that looks just like Van's shoes to me. This kind of texture blocked in charcoal and white. It's not black and white, definitely not black and white. So I'm going to go ahead and look at that, and then I'm going to take off my photo and decide that I want to have a white border and then back it in the checks. So we're going to see that. And now this is where I want to start deciding how to lay all these different pieces as directed in the 4for4 series, trying to get them all on the page, which I absolutely love starting with predetermined sizes of paper, because it definitely cuts down a ton of the guesswork that you have. It's like, this is what you have to use and run with it. Now, I had, this time my background paper was very specific, that I had to go in more of a horizontal if I wanted to see the words. So that, in a way, made it that much easier as well. So that 7 by 12 piece of paper, I just put at the top so I could see the words. And then I used the black and white stripe, which I think is supposed to be a horizontal stripe normally. Does not matter in this situation. I used it to go across my paper to split up the 2 patterns. So I, in essence, have 3 patterns, but this will work out. So I'm grabbing a couple of different things that I wanted to use as well. Wanted to use my date stamp on this, and then I decide that just about everything is going to end up needing to be inked. And the reason I decided that was because these patterns are all just a little textured, and they are definitely in the same color family. So I wanted to break them up a little bit, but also to marry them with a commonality. So I wanted to get a little texture on this page, and I have these Love and Lemon burlap tags, so I'm going to try to get a couple of them, and they came with this really great burlappy twine as well. So it's nice and rugged and feels right for the area in Michigan that they were in. So I will get the 2 that you currently see. Those will be the 2 that will go on the page. And then they also end up directing the tags, the look of them end up directing where I use that very last piece of pattern paper that I haven't quite got onto the page yet. So another element that I wanted to get onto this layout are these really great Studio Calico banner circles. They are sewn together and they look like craft, but they're actually a punched out circle grid with a little tiny bit of a red tone on them. So I am going to also get those on as part of that separating piece by the striped paper. So we have that on. It's a bit of a struggle since those pieces are all wiggly, so I didn't make you sit there through that with me. And I'm getting my photo on, and I ended up not backing it in the black and white because the ink ended up being enough to differentiate it from the background for me. So I'm going to get these little burlap tags on, and they go on fairly easy because they're backed with some kind of craft colored cardstock. So it's pretty much a simple strip of adhesive that makes it work. So the pieces I'm using right now, I'm going to use them and turn them into fishtail banners to put my burlap on top of. So I went ahead and temporarily attached that Heidi Swap Adventure piece. They're kind of like embossed puffy sticker things. They're very, very cool. They give you a much different texture than normal. So that's not going to end up staying there. Like I said, that will end up staying in the bottom right. And this word together will end up getting on the page, but my title will be, it's going to end up being a little bit of a long title, but I'm going to try to work these different pieces. Like I believe that's Jen Hadfield, the together word, and it's Heidi Swap where it says adventure. So it's adventure together. And I'll end up faffing around just a little bit with that adventure to get it to really stick, because the adhesive on the back of it is not all that great. So as you see, I have what I like to think of as the base or the meat of the layout done. So the next part is just the super fun part for me, which is all the little decorations. Now that wolf that you see there are just from the cardstock stickers, and I will end up actually having to add additional adhesive to that too. So I don't have to be redundant and repeat myself a million times. Any of these Heidi Swap sticker pieces do need to be treated with additional adhesive. So I go ahead and pop up this cool hawk looking thing onto the upper banner area, and I just have to adjust where I put those dots a little bit so that they account for that canvasy, burlap sticker, not sticker, geez, what problem am I having? To account for that piece of burlap tag. So I do like the way that's starting to look layered up, and I'm using some of these cute little paw stickers. I'm sure they're grizzlies. Black bears, grizzlies, I don't know. I have two daughters that go to a school where the mascot is a grizzly, so black bears always just look like grizzlies to me. I'm sure there's a very distinct difference. I'm not sure though. So I'm seeing what other little bits I can get on here. That Heidi Swap cardstock sticker sheet has absolutely fantastic journaling spots. So I am trying to figure out what other little bits and pieces I can put on this. For my kit, I'm thankfully enough starting to run a little bit lighter on some of the embellishments for my kit, which is always very exciting to me because I feel like I've started making some kind of a dent in my stash. The problem is that I seem to buy product at the same speed or more than I use. But very, very cool. In one of the groups that I'm involved in, we just had like a it's not a grab box, but like a share box kind of thing where we filled up. I got to start it for my group. I filled up this large priority mailbox, like the $20 shipping ones, with all kinds of stash that I was no longer using, and mailed it on to somebody, and I'll get it sometime before the end of August. So the good news is some of my stash left, which does not dent my stash, but some did. All right, back to the layout. You see that I'm using these really great Heidi Swap puffy little stickers. If I could, I would have 5 sets of every puffy sticker set that comes with collections. I absolutely love them. And in this one, the bottom stickers are all of these black bear, grizzly bear little things. So I'm really excited to be able to use them for the upcoming school year to, I have a daughter that plays volleyball, so I'll be able to get some grizzlies on some different layouts. It's pretty darn exciting stuff. Okay, so I'm seeing which of these stickers that I can use from these Heidi Swap tile stickers, and I'm just going to use the ones that say UP, which stands for Upper Peninsula in Michigan. Our state's kind of separated into 2 places, and you get to them either by bridge or water or through Wisconsin. We are not connected, but we are one state. Anyway, the UP stands for Upper Peninsula. So I'm getting those on, and I'm going to end up just trimming off the right side of the sticker with the P on it. So these are some Citrus Twist Kit exclusive tiny word stickers, and they're a really great charcoal with gold writing. I'm going to see if those work. And these pieces right here, they're epoxy, and it's by Project Life. I picked them up at Tuesday morning, and I do end up using some of the pieces on a couple of different layouts, and I was really surprised how well they go. It's the gold and silver in them is a really nice muted metallic, so they end up being a nice addition to layouts without kind of overpowering what you're doing, if you know what I mean. Like sometimes epoxy circle pieces are really bright and bold, like in Pink Fresh Studios, but they end up working just fine here. You see I moved my little date stamp over because the glare was bothering me, so I figured it was bothering you. You saw I just showed you that those were Project Life. Now these little, what are they, 365? These little stickers ended up not making much of a showing in any of my layouts this time. I thought I might be able to work some of them in, but they just did not. There's a lot of bright colors in them, and I thought I could use some of the brown ones, but yep, just didn't end up working this month, but that's okay. So I'm going through these little word bits that I have, seeing if I can work any of them in. They are wood veneer, and I did get a ton of them into layouts, though. Very excited about that. So I'm seeing where hello can go, because hello is pretty generic. And I was seeing if that could work. I was pretty much auditioning every which way, trying to get product on here. So I ended up reaching over for my Tim Holtz tiny word stickers, and then I realized I did not ink in my little wolf guy, so I'm going to do that and fully attach that little fella so that he doesn't, she, I don't know, so that doesn't slip around in a page protector one day, as well as this piece. But I guess as long as you know that you have to attach them down, it's not that much of a worry. They're just sticky enough, I think, to stay on the sticker sheet while you're creating. I do really like how the wolf is kind of peeking through. You know, I was thinking, oh, isn't this kind of cute? That, I mean, I really like the wolf, but, you know, I was thinking in my head, well, this is a pack of guys, and yes, anyway, really great group of guys. I really enjoy these young men, and they are all starting to launch into their adulthood and big boy jobs and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of fun to watch them evolve from kind of goofy 18-year-old football playing kids to young men. So, and yes, I know 18 is supposed to be a young man, but I think that's rather situational. So I'm starting to audition where I can put these different Tim Holtz stickers, and that one ended up just looking a little bit too long for what I wanted. But I will get 3 of them on this page just fine. So I reached over for my bin of happiness, which is what I call the bin that I have all of my enamel dots, and looked over, and I realized that these Bow Bunny, well, they're more like gems, ends up looking really good with this collection. And the funny thing is, Bow Bunny products are usually just really, really pretty, and they end up with a Wolfpack collection. So I thought that was pretty much the bee's knees, you know, going from something that is typically a little frilly, a little pretty, maybe a little country, to something that's veering towards masculine in collections, although I could use this collection with just about anything. One of my daughters is an outdoor girl in every way, and this would be absolutely perfect for her, and the kind of layouts that make me think of her. Although my older daughter, who is not as much that way, she just got back from Faster Horses, and they were camping and in a tent, so I could, in theory, look at it that way. I just don't see her as the mood and feel for that daughter just doesn't work with this collection as much. Anywho, I did want to go ahead and say if you would like to like and subscribe, I would certainly appreciate it. It lets YouTube know that you like the direction that my videos are going in. And what else? There are so many ladies that are part of this collaboration. It's fantastic. So go ahead and take a look at what they're coming up with. All of our kits are so incredibly different, but the aim is to use stash or inventory, or I've seen collection, like people use all different words. It all means the same thing. Use up our products that we've purchased because we love them. And is there anything else to tell you? I'm really, really excited about my plans for my August kit. I am going to be working with my kit along with the Counterfeit Kit Club. So that's going to be really fun to work along with slightly as a guest for something at the end of the month, but I am going to be working with their counterfeit kit, and that's going to be, yeah, for me that's so fun to have direction, just like I did the 4for4 scrapbooking series with RTS scrapbooking. I'm going in another direction for next month, and I'm really excited, and I have a feeling I'll be coming up with a lot more layouts for that one because I don't know, I'm just so jazzed for it. Anywho, so I'm going ahead and putting my enamel dots on. These right here I ordered from AliExpress a couple years ago, and they're matte enamel dots, so they're really kind of a cool difference in texture. So that is that, and at this point I'm just going to go ahead and show you my layout, a couple of the different little bits on it, and I really do like the different texture and dimensions and all that kind of stuff, and that I did end up with the mood and feel of the photo and the area that these guys were in. So thanks so much for watching today. I really appreciate you guys spending time with me. If you have any questions, ask them below, and I will be sure to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. All right, I'll see you later, friends. Bye-bye now.